Arizona is at the tip of the spear. And we just had an election here, November 8th, which was run like they run elections in banana republics. And this is why I'm going to be contesting the election. As you saw earlier this week, some of the, I call them clowns running our circus of elections, actually certified the election. My opponent, Katie Hobbs, who should have recused herself but oversaw the election in a very shady and shoddy way, actually certified the election. And a lot of America First patriots were saying, Kari, what are you doing? Why aren't you contesting this? What's wrong? And what they don't realize is that in order to contest an election in Arizona, it has to be certified. So this sham election had to be certified for us to begin contesting it, and we will be contesting it. We're going to be filing our lawsuit on Friday, and I'll be filling you in more later on in this program about the lawsuit and what's coming up.
Yeah, first of all, I think shady and shoddy could eventually be the tagline for her autobiography. Anyway, that's Kari Lake. Most notable recently for having lost in her attempt to be the governor of Arizona. She lost because she didn't win. She got fewer votes. That's how you lose, which she did. And she refuses to accept that. Or let's be realistic again, we're not new to politics. We get what's going on. She lost. She knows that she lost, but she knows that the people she's trying to appeal to in the future, because she's not gonna be governor, and she knows that, don't care. They're deluded about it, and they want her to claim that she won, even though she definitely lost and knows that she lost. But regardless of all that, she's apparently doing a lawsuit. She tweeted this, which I think, is that supposed to stand for looking for group? I don't understand it in this context. But anyway, she's contesting it.
No, let's effing go.
Oh, is that really it? Oh, okay.
Looking for group? What does that mean?
I've played too much World of Warcraft back in the day. Anyway, okay, then just say it. Why are you trying to be tough or whatever, but you won't actually type it out? Oh, you're gonna be tough enough to overthrow democracy, but you can't say naughty words on the Twitter. As if you're gonna get in trouble. Elon Musk probably voted for you. Anyway, she goes on to tweet, if the process was illegitimate, then so are the results. Yeah, but on the other hand, if it wasn't, then neither are the results. Stay tuned, folks. Then she says, furthermore, if the process was legitimate, then so are the results. Let's find out. No, but we did find out though, because it's over. It's done. You lost and you're not governor. Was there things to be bothered by? Yeah, like for instance, some people did have to wait in some areas. Some equipment did have issues in some areas. You know where else that's happened? Everywhere, in every election, because nobody cares to actually fund these elections properly to make sure that there's enough machines to meet the demand in the right spots. People like Kari Lake have been defunding them, pulling polling places out of locations where they don't want people to be voting. You'll notice, by the way, that all of these Republicans that are like, well, it's super suspicious that there was a wait, aren't saying, okay, on the one hand, I'm going to contest the election results. On the other hand, I'm gonna advocate for legislation that puts a huge influx of new money into making sure that nobody has to wait longer than 20 minutes to vote in America. You'll notice that they're not actually dealing with the structural problems, just with how it supposedly buttresses their version of the big lie. Anyway, I'm frustrated by this. I'm frustrated by her continued presence. What do you think, Francesca?
I mean, I enjoy the like, furthermore, I might be wrong. And if I'm wrong, okay. And another thing, this could all just be me trying to seek attention. And yes, my children don't call me. But also, I might have had the election stolen from me. So, ergo, like, and also the little election window, like, please file election. Like, I feel like that's not even legit. I don't even know what that is. Like some laminated paper that says like election contest petitions filed at this window. How do we get zoom out? That's just like that's her kitchen table straight up.
No, it's probably real, but like imagine her, like she thought she'd be governor and now she's filing her paperwork at this little window or whatever. Like that's your right, you can do it, but it is in like the way that it's set up, it's as sad as it actually is. And I like when things line up in that way. Anyway.
Honey, just take the Fox News contract. And go get on with your life. I mean, ruining everyone else's, still staying in the conversation. You can still you could get out of that sort of like soft focus, like living room situation you got there, where she's been doing all of her interviews with Charlie Kirk and anyone who will ask. Really, like maybe Fox hasn't called, which is even more embarrassing.
No, they might not want her. She'll be his vice presidential nominee if it's not Marjorie Greene or whatever. And along the way, she needs to build up this myth of her being a victim or whatever. That's what all of this is about. She's not going to be governor because she lost.
I just want Nikki Haley and Kristi Noem and Kari Lake to all fight each other.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.